In a small village surrounded by rolling green hills and fields dotted with wildflowers, a young girl named Aria lived with a heart full of dreams. Her hair gleamed golden in the sunlight, and her eyes were as deep and blue as a mountain lake. But beneath her cheerful exterior, Aria often struggled with doubts and worries. She dreamed of doing great things, but her fears kept her from pursuing them. One evening, after a day that felt full of little worries and unfulfilled dreams, Aria lay in bed, gazing up at the stars through her window. She closed her eyes and whispered a silent wish for courage. As she drifted off to sleep, the soft whisper of the wind carried her into a dream unlike any she had ever known. Aria found herself standing in a meadow bathed in starlight. The grass shimmered, and flowers with petals of pure light glowed softly. The night sky above was vast and beautiful, sprinkled with stars that seemed close enough to touch. In the center of the meadow stood a tree with silver leaves, each leaf glittering like a fragment of the moon. Beneath this tree stood a figure that made Aria's breath catch in her chest. It was a young prince, glowing with an aura of gentle starlight. His dark hair shimmered with flecks of gold, and his eyes were deep, filled with the warmth of 1,000 constellations. He wore a flowing cloak that moved as if made of liquid moonlight. "Welcome, Aria," he said, his voice like a soothing melody. "I am the Starlight Prince, guardian of dreams and the keeper of hopes that light the way through darkness." Aria's heart raced with wonder. "Why am I here?" she asked, her voice soft and full of awe. "Is this a dream?" The prince's smile was kind, and he nodded. "Yes, this is the realm of dreams, but I brought you here for a reason." He stepped forward, his eyes full of understanding. "I have heard your silent wish, Aria. You wish for courage, for the strength to follow your dreams and overcome your fears." Aria lowered her gaze, feeling the weight of her worries even in this magical place. "But I don't know how to be brave," she admitted. "I always feel like I'm not good enough, that I'll never do anything meaningful." The Starlight Prince gently reached for her hand. His touch was warm, like the light of a summer moon. "True courage," he said, "is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward despite it. Fear will always whisper in your ear, but your heart's dreams are louder. You must learn to trust in your own light, even when the night seems darkest." Aria's eyes shimmered with tears, a mix of hope and doubt swirling within her. "But how can I believe in myself when I feel so small?" she asked. The prince knelt before her, looking into her eyes with a gentle determination. "I will show you," he promised. He guided her to the edge of a starlit lake that reflected the entire sky, making it look as if the stars danced on the water. "This lake holds the reflection of your true self," the prince said. "Look into it, and see what I see." Aria hesitated, but with the prince's gentle encouragement, she knelt by the lake and gazed into the water. At first, she only saw herself, with all her worries and doubts. But then, the reflection began to change. She saw herself laughing with friends, her heart full of joy. She saw herself bravely standing up for what she believed in, and she saw herself working hard, creating things that brought beauty to others' lives. Each vision shimmered with light, showing the strength and love within her. Tears streamed down Aria's cheeks as she looked up at the Starlight Prince. "Is that really me?" she whispered. He nodded, his eyes full of warmth. "Yes, Aria, you are more capable, more loving, and more courageous than you know. You only need to believe in your own light. Even the smallest star shines brightly in the dark." The prince stood and placed a small, glowing crystal in Aria's hand. "Take this with you," he said. "When you wake, this crystal will disappear, but the strength and wisdom it represents will remain within you. It will remind you that even when things seem impossible, your courage and kindness can light the way." As the first light of dawn began to touch the sky, the magical world around them started to fade. The Starlight Prince gave Aria a final, hopeful smile. "Remember, Aria," he said, "the magic of dreams lies within you. Use it to bring light into your world." Aria woke up to the morning sun streaming through her window. She felt the warmth of the prince's words still echoing in her heart. Though the crystal had vanished, she held on to the feeling of hope and strength it had given her. From that day forward, Aria tried to be braver. She spoke up when she had ideas, even when she felt shy. She began to pursue the things she loved, even if they felt difficult. Whenever fear crept in, she closed her eyes and remembered the starlit meadow and the prince who had shown her the truth of her own light. Slowly, Aria's life changed. Her dreams became more than just wishes. They became goals she worked toward, little by little. Her friends noticed her newfound courage, and she became an inspiration to others, reminding them that everyone has light within them, waiting to shine. Aria learned that courage is a journey, not a destination, and that even the smallest acts of bravery could light up the world around her. And though she never saw the Starlight Prince again, she carried his message in her heart, spreading hope and magic wherever she went. And so, Aria's story became one of quiet courage, self-belief, and the magic of dreams made real. The advice in this story is a reminder that true courage comes not from the absence of fear but from the willingness to move forward in spite of it. We often underestimate our own strength and potential because of doubts and fears that cloud our hearts. However, we all carry a light within us, a unique brightness that can guide us, even in our darkest moments. The Starlight Prince teaches Aria that believing in herself is the key to unlocking this inner strength. His message encourages us to trust our abilities, to keep trying even when things are difficult, and to remember that every small act of bravery contributes to our growth. Believe in your own light and be brave enough to pursue your dreams. Even when fear and doubt arise, know that your courage and kindness have the power to light up your world and inspire those around you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to share it with your friends. Thanks for watching.